In this video, we are going to look at the computer architecture from the functional point of view. That is, we are going to see how a particular program is executed inside a computer. To do that, we are going to go to the restaurant. Now, what is this? What restaurant has to do with the execution of program inside a computer? So let's just go there and find out. So here is the restaurant, Newman's Pure Veg Restaurant, appropriate name for this example. So here you are sitting at the table comfortably. You have checked menu card and now you're ready to order. So you call up this guy waiter to take your order. Now the waiter is taking down your order. He's listing down the food items you would like to have on a piece of paper here. But while listing the food items, he's not using their exact names. Instead, he's using some short forms, which only his restaurant staff will understand. So he's writing something like this, which is not understood by us, but by the restaurant staff. So once the order is completely given, then this order goes to the kitchen. So here is the kitchen we are having. So this is the kitchen of the restaurant. It has 2 people in it. Now this is a small restaurant. Maybe it's just a startup, so it has just 2 people. So there is first one is the supervisor. He's going to monitor all the other people and just perform the duties of kind of a manager. And the other one is obviously the chef, who is going to do actual cooking of the preparation of food. This hot restaurant has this the food shelf at the back. The food shelf they have kept at very hygienic conditions, and the policy of the restaurant is that any kind of food, may it be raw ingredients or prepared dishes, they are supposed to be kept in the food shelf after preparing. Okay, so this is the food shelf, and now coming back to the kitchen, this order is now forwarded to the kitchen. It comes to the supervisor. Okay, this is a list. Now he starts reading it one by one. Okay, now remember that these list is written in the short form, so he has to understand what a short form means. For example, let's say first item is TS2. So he has understood it that it is tomato soup, and the order is 2. So now he has to do 2 tasks after reading the first item from the list. First of all, he's going to identify the ingredients which are required to make that particular dish. So he's maybe knows for the tomato soup you need tomatoes and other ingredients. So he's going to talk to the food shelf guy, and he's going to make sure that the proper ingredients are delivered to the kitchen, to the chef. Now he is also going to tell the chef about which dish is to be prepared. So the chef is starting making the tomato soup. The tomato soup is prepared. After tomato soup is prepared, the kitchen has the responsibility to put it back in the food shelf. So the first dish is prepared, tomato soup. It is placed in the food shelf. Now the same, now next, after the first dish is ready, he comes down to the second. Maybe there is a second starter or something. He reads them. Again, he gives it to the chef. He also makes sure that the food shelf provides the particular ingredients. After making the dish ready, he sees that that dish is also kept in the shelf, ready to be served. In similar way, all the items in the order are prepared. Let's say there were 3 items. These 3 items, they are prepared. Now the only thing remaining here is to serving them to the customer, that is you. So we have this waiter here. He's going to pick this your order from the shelf, and he's going to deliver it to the dining room to you. That's it. The dinner is served, as well as the concept of the execution of program inside a processor. So I hope you are now able to map some of the elements to the analogy I have made right now. So let's do that. So what these each elements in the restaurants mean in a computer architecture terms. So let's talk about that. First of all, who are you in this example? You are nothing but a programmer who is going to enter the program into the system. In this case, a order. Now, the waiter who is taking the order is doing two roles here. First of all, he is the input device, input, and he's also performing the role of compiler. Now remember, compiler is the uh, stage in which the program statements written in a higher level programming languages are converted to the machine level machine instructions, the instructions understood by machines. So here he's doing some similar things. He's taking down your order and he's converting this order to the shortcuts which the restaurant staff understands. Okay. Now the after order is done. So what is the order here? So most important question. The order, the lists, each of the items are nothing but instructions about what is to be prepared, and the order is nothing but instruction memory. Okay. So now this is instruction memory is given to the kitchen. I hope you have guessed about what is kitchen as well. Kitchen is nothing but the actual central processing unit where the data is operated upon. As you can see, the supervisor is doing here he's decoding the instructions and also controlling the other elements in the restaurant. So supervisor is nothing but the control unit. Control unit reads the instructions from the instruction memory, decodes them, understands them what it means, and provides the control signal to other components of CPU. In this case, this is the chef. Chef is nothing but ALU, who is actually performing the operations on data. The data, in this analogy, we mean food or food ingredients. So basically the food shelf is here nothing but data memory. I hope you are able to visualize all the terminologies here. So they are very easily matched. So food shelf is the data memory. The food is taken to the CPU. It is processed. After it is processed, it is returned back or it is given back to the data memory. The control unit is controlling all the operations. The ALU is performing actual processing. And this waiter, the final, it's very simple. It's nothing but the output unit. So you want to observe the output of your program. That is basically the order you gave. You want the food to be served to you. So that is the output. So this output unit is going to take the data from the memory and display it to you using some output devices. Okay. So this is the entire picture of the processor. Now you have seen it through the restaurant example. Now the reason behind taking this example is that the computer architecture may seem abstract, having abstract terms and too many technical terms. However, it is just a mere reflection of human organizational systems that we see every day, such as restaurants, banks, libraries, corporate offices, and so on. So you will find these examples everywhere. And with these examples, the subject or the computer architecture, the function is much more easier to understand. So I hope you have enjoyed the example and thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.